Do these yoga hip opener stretches to relieve stress, emotion, and the tightness in your hips, legs, and back. Start on your back. Practice belly breathing. Breathe in through your nose and let your belly expand. Breathe out through your nose and let your belly cave in. Practice this for 5 breaths. Move into a pretzel stretch by bringing your right foot to your left knee. Move your left leg in to feel the stretch in your hip. You can extend that left leg for a bigger stretch. Hold this for 5 breaths. Switch legs and bring your left foot to your right knee. Bring your right leg in for a bigger stretch. Hold this for 5 breaths. Next, move into a quad stretch, staying on the floor. Sit up and bring both of your legs to the right, and slowly lower your torso down to the floor. Only move as far as you can go where you feel the stretch. You may be able to go down all the way to the floor, but stay up if your hips are very tight. Hold for 5 breaths. Switch sides and bring both legs pointing to the left. Choose to lay down all the way or stop when you feel the stretch. Only do what feels comfortable for you. Hold for 5 breaths. Slowly reach up, come to your knees, arch your feet behind you. We're moving into a kneeling quad stretch. Sit on your feet and lean back, lifting your hips. Come back as much as you can. Don't overextend. You should feel a stretch in your hip flexors and your quads. This stretch will also help your back. Slowly come up and move into camel pose. Lay the tops of your feet on the floor and reach back to your feet, to your heels or your ankles. This is a small back bend, but also extends your hip flexors in the front. Look to the sky and hold for a few breaths, only as long as you want to and you feel good. Slowly come back up and sit down. Move into tabletop position and slowly prepare for downward dog. Hold downward dog here for 5 breaths. Move your left leg up to the sky and slowly drop it over to the right, opening up your hip. You should feel this on the left side of your body, but stay strong in both of your hands. Hold for a few breaths. Slowly bring your left leg down. Stretch out your hamstrings and prepare for your right leg to come up and drop it over, stretching your right hip flexor. Stay strong in your arms and hold this pose for a few breaths. Extend your leg and drop it down. Moving right into pigeon pose. Bring your left leg up, right leg stays back. Make sure you balance on both legs. It doesn't matter how far you come down, just until you feel the stretch, but don't move one way or the other. For a deeper stretch, reach behind you and grab your ankle. This deeply stretches your hip and your quad. Hold here for a few breaths or for as long as you feel the stretch. Listen to your body and only hold it for as long as you need. Move back into downward dog. Stretch your hamstrings and move into pigeon on the other leg. Remember to balance on both legs. For a deeper stretch, you can lean forward and put your forehead on the top of your mat, only if you feel it necessary. Some days you may want to do this, and some days you may not. Keep breathing through your belly. Lift up, and for a deeper stretch, grab your ankle and bring your leg in to really get into that hip flexor and quad. If this is not comfortable, feel free to keep pigeon on the floor. When you're ready, move into downward dog, stretching out those hamstrings one last time. Come to tabletop position and to your seat, preparing for butterfly pose. Bring your legs in front of you, feet together, and use your elbows to bring your knees closer to the ground. Keep your back flat and lean forward. Then round your back and lean all the way down. Come back up and move into double pigeon pose by bringing one foot to the knee and keeping the other foot underneath the knee. Lean forward. You'll feel a deep stretch in your outer hips. Only lean forward as much as you can. Sometimes sitting up and doing this stretch is enough. Switch legs. Lay on your back and prepare for Shavasana. This is where you let your muscles sink into the ground. Feel all of the stretches you just did and take deep breaths. Hold here for as long as you want.